All right, looks like we've got a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, which is what we need. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Day 2 weigh-in here at the Georges River Round, which is our pro lure round this weekend, and I thank all of the anglers for making their way back in a timely manner today. It's great to see that all of those key tags are back on the board within the time frame. So with that being said, as I was saying, the round here this weekend being round 5 of Series 14 as part of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series. And I should make an opportunity to take this time to thank Daiwa for their continued support as our naming rights sponsor for these events. Our relationship with Daiwa now has extended year on year on year, and we look forward to doing that with them for at least a decade or more to come. The conditions here this weekend have certainly favoured the anglers by ways of at least the temperature and the wind. I know it was a fairly brisk start this morning and again yesterday morning, but certainly the overall conditions out there have been very, very favourable. As I was saying, ProLure is the naming rights sponsor for this particular round. Heath McGeechy and the team at ProLure, thank you very much for your continued support. And certainly on behalf of all the anglers, I would also like to say thank you for your very generous gift to each of the anglers this morning during their registration. Excuse me. The support that is provided by our amazing sponsorship group must not go unnoted. Without this sponsorship group, there is absolutely no way that we can continue to run these events, and certainly not run these events to the standard that has now been set across the last 14 seasons. With that being said, I'd like to take this time to thank the following sponsors, certainly beginning with Atomic, followed by Tackle Tactics, Manic Tackle and Sims Apparel, Power Pole, the team at Hurricane Lures, Lowrance for their ongoing support, and certainly the team at Strike Pro. We also have 2 affiliate sponsors that we work with here. Matt Trippett and his team from the Fly program down in the Snowy Mountains. Thank you very much, Matt, for the work that you do with us, and certainly, of course, the work that you do with the men's mental health program that you operate. It does not go unnoticed, sir, so thank you very much. And, of course, a very, very big thank you to the team from Escape with ET. It's been absolutely fabulous to have ET and, of course, Damo here with us this weekend for their ongoing support. I cannot thank you both enough, so thank you, gentlemen. With that being said, anglers, of course, are not only competing for cash and prizes, but the all-important AOY, Angler of the Year points, which assists in the culmination of our Australian Championships and, furthermore, the Hobie Kayak Fishing World Championships. Our Australian Championships this year will, in fact, be held down in Malakuta in Victoria, and as we were fortunate enough to announce yesterday, the dates for that event in November of this year, 8th through to the 12th. The next event, of course, as part of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series, will be held on the Gold Coast. That will be our Tackle Tactics event, and the Gold Coast being one of the favoured locations, and in fact our last Australian Championship location and the last Worlds location that was held as part of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Worlds. Finally, and certainly not by in any means least, is a massive, massive thanks to the team here at Hobie Fishing. Jim Barry, our co-tournament director, Brad Sissons, our head of media and marketing, Mick Coggins here with Hobie and Totally Immersed. Thank you very much. And, of course, the other anglers that are assisting here this weekend, Darren Haywood, Chris Crafty Miller, Benny Gibbs yesterday. And if I have forgotten somebody, I do apologise there, but thank you very much for all of your support. Darren Haywood, please, let's get this show on the road, sir. Mate, 3 fish yesterday, I think, saw you somewhere near enough to the top 10 with a 1.81 kilo bag. Today has not favoured you directly, sir.
Nah, tough day out there today.
Tough day. It is very, very difficult to try and get, I guess, an increase or an improvement from day 1 to day 2, but mate, unfortunately, that didn't quite work out for you, buddy, but an overall rather consistent year for you. 460 grams. You are in 3rd at the moment, but let's see where that gets you.
Thanks.
Good on you, mate. Thanks, Darren. Darren's going to be on the bump tub there for us today, so keep your eyes peeled. Mick Coggins, please. Come on through, sir. Mate, 3 yesterday at that 1 point... Sorry, we were a little bit mixed up there. 3 fish yesterday, somewhere around that 1.4 kilo mark. Yep. 143. Couldn't quite get that number 3 today.
No, I did the exact same spot as yesterday. Yep. And just, yeah, didn't work out.
Any opportunity to get that number 3?
No, I should have done what I did yesterday, Chris.
Had a rest, come back for it and had another go.
Exactly.
Mate, 610 grams today, Mick. Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
mate. Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you down there giving Jimbo a hand on scoring. Another helper that will be here with us, that was here with us yesterday, is Chris Miller. Mate, enormous effort for the boys from SA making their way across. What is the next round, sir, for the SA Brimmaster crew?
Gold Coast.
Okay, so you'll be obviously back up for that one. What's the next local round for you?
The Onkaparinga.
I would not have been able to pronounce that.
Yeah, no, it's a little system, barely holds 25 yaks.
Okay. That'll get it done. 730 grams, mate. Finding a couple more of those, you know what that story would have been.
It's almost as big as my 3 yesterday.
Let's see you on the GC. I know that one is going to be a bunch of fun up there on the Gold Coast. Richard Benson, please. Come on up, mate. Super consistent across this year, Benno. I think if my memory is anywhere near to being correct, I would suggest that you have weighed full fish limits in each of your events so far.
Sometimes.
Mostly. Mate, another 3 again today. The 3 little fellas yesterday were at 108.
A bit bigger today.
Yeah, certainly a better day. Hopefully up towards that 1.3 mark.
Maybe not. A little bit.
There you go, 1.39. Moves you into second, but look at that line out there.
Right.
Let's see what happens afterwards.
Mate.
Good on you. Great to see you back in the series, Benno. Rightio, next up. So we're just working through with the boys there to try and make sure that we get everybody lined up. Tim Golby, come on up, sir. Thanks, Mick. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Chris. Nice to be up here for a change.
Look at that. We missed you yesterday. Mate, it is called fishing, not catching. We keep saying it. It is being said for a reason. Certainly 2 fish today for you, mate. 860 grams. Better than going away with what we call that dreaded double D.
Yeah, 1 was enough, thanks.
Nah, that's fine, mate. Look, we've all been there, and I can tell you I've probably been there a few times myself. All right, Paul Dunlop. Part of the ever-increasing and very, very strong team from Hunter Water Sports. Mate, 1 yesterday, 1 today.
Perfect average.
Correct. Mate, going to work and doing a bit of plumbing is probably a little bit easy in this fishing gig.
You reckon?
Well, stick with your fishing if you can, mate, if you can get it to pay.
Yeah.
Good on you, mate. Always good to see you, mate. Always good to have a laugh. Rightio, my companion Raiders supporter in Brett Crow. Mate, 3 yesterday at 1.23. These 3 certainly look a little better than that.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Yep.
There's one better one in there.
Yeah. Something you sort of took away from yesterday that made today a bit easier?
No, I just went to a different spot.
Okay. Rinse and repeat, changed it up and had a look at something fresh. All right, you are right, mate. 1.36, an improvement on yesterday. 2.59 overall, currently in second.
Thanks, Hobie.
Thanks, Crowie. Cheers, mate. Very, very happy to help, mate. Rightio, moving through those anglers as swiftly as we can. The next up is Jared Hickman. Mate, I think you might have spent a fair bit of time up on that bridge there today.
Hours.
Hours, he said. Cast after cast after cast.
Yep.
That's
3 minute jerk.
oh yeah, you found yourself a mulloway. There you go. Decent one.
Not quite legal.
Okay, right, yeah. Somewhere right. 650 grand.
He was about 600.
Okay, yep. I think 650 is the state legal length still for the mulloway. Mate, very handy fish still. 770 grams. Go and get a photo of that guy with Brad. Mate, thanks for being here. Good on you, Jared. All right, at the tub next we have Mr. Morgan. 3 yesterday, buddy. Saw you with 1.66 kilos. Struggle Street today. Mate, I have a feeling that you are not the only angler, and I think if I was to say to you that the day 1 leader, when we saw him a little bit after 10, didn't have anything at that point in time. So certainly a tougher day out there on the water. 410 grams. Go and get him in there. Thanks, Glenno. Cheers, bud. All right. Jason Reed. Couldn't tell who you were underneath that buff, buddy. You're going to sort of, there we go. We've got to see that smile. What do you say? 1 and 1's Mr. Consistency?
Consistent, mate. 1-1.
Mate,
Great weekend, thank you.
yeah, no, mate, look, we love putting these things on, as you know, and we can't do it without you guys. That's the more important thing. If we don't have the
Great turnout.
competitors, we don't have the events.
Thank you very
Good
much.
on you, Reedy.
Cheers.
Thanks, buddy. Always a gentleman there, Mr. Reid. Now, did anybody cast their eye over that one? Crafty, you got the ruler on this thing? Yep. Rightio. Just making sure, because this guy...
Would be the biggest smart ass in the field.
You are a very intelligent human being, Jack Kemmy, and you make sure that everybody knows about it.
As long as that ticks over and beats Matto's score, I don't really care.
So I couldn't even tell you what Matto had yesterday, but if he beats you by not turning up today,
Yeah, I won't hear the end of it.
you will never hear the end of it. 280 grams there, mate. I think he might have you.
Let's hope not.
As we keep saying, if you're coming up to these events exclusively for the competition, you are absolutely missing out on at least 80 or 90% of the reason that we're here. It's great to catch up with some friends and have a good time out on the water. One of our very good friends, of course, is up next, Mr. Stephen Pryke. Now, Prikey, all the way up from Victoria, buddy, and certainly one of the anglers that is very, very well looked after by the team at Atomic. And certainly you give back more than your share to Mr. Starkey. So, Michael, if you're listening out there, mate, you know how good this fella is, and let's keep him on for a few more years, hey?
Yeah, hopefully.
That's a big improvement on yesterday, mate.
Yeah, a lot better day.
You said when we were having a chat out the way here that the hook stuck today.
Yeah, yesterday I had a lot of issues dropping fish, but today I got 9 legals and yeah, didn't really lose much.
Okay, it's nice to be able to cycle through those. That 1.5 kilo bag, you're currently in first with 2.76 kilos.
We go home now?
Mate, it's entirely up to you. You're going to hang around and see whether you're going to get the money inside this top 10. You know all about it. I dare say you've probably got more checks on the wall than most. All right, Hilly, come on through, please, sir. Sean Hill, 3 fish yesterday at 1.46 kilos and another 3 today. Now, to say that you need 1.31 kilos to take the lead.
1.31, no chance.
1.31 to take the lead.
Make a cooler.
No, I've got a funny feeling you're closer to the 1.2s, Hilly. 1.14. You're in third overall at the moment. Mate, very consistent. 3 fish each day. Well done. We'll hopefully see you up at the Gold Coast. It would be great to see as many of these anglers that are here today up with us next. All right, Mr. Mark Knight. Mate, 1 and 1.
Yes. Mr. Consistent for a change.
Well, mate, if it's 1 and 1, if it's 2 and 2, if it's 3 and 3, as long as you're up here both days, that's absolutely the aim for us, that's for sure. All right, so 1 at 470 yesterday. Today's fish comes in at 540 grams. It is an improvement, mate. Well done, bud. Thanks, Mark. Cheers. Very good. Rightio. I have Claudio, please. Come on up, bud. Now, part of our first-timer contingent, not necessarily that these anglers are competing in a tournament for the first time, but it's their first competition specifically as part of Hobie fishing. It's 1 fish yesterday at 290 grams. This guy looks a little better than that.
A little. Slight.
No, that's all right. Mate, you take every improvement that you can.
That's it.
There we are, sir. This guy is coming in at 360 grams. All right, Claudio, go and grab a photo of that down there with Brad. And we hope to see you at some other tournaments with us, sir. Thank you very much. All right, next up, Andrew Halton. Now, mate, you were locked away with probably what was, I would say, at least 25% of the field in that sort of 1.2 to 1.45 kilo range yesterday.
Yep,
So you're locked in at 1.3, and this feels awfully similar.
very similar today.
Yep. Rightio, let's see how we go. But consistency, as we keep saying, is critical to these events. A little lighter on at 1.18. You're inside the top 10 in 5th at the moment. And let's see how long we can keep
Awesome,
you up in
thank
the
you.
20. Good on you, Andrew. Thank you, buddy. Rightio, from Queensland, Lex Irwin. Yes, oh, there we go. I was about to say that the cheer squad may have deserted the Queenslanders. Hey? You've just had to live with them for 2 days. Are you driving home on your own? Because I think with commentary like that, mate, they might kick you out.
Luckily, they're going in the other car.
Said with the utmost care and
Of
love.
course,
Yes,
of
right.
course.
So 2 yesterday at 710 grams, 1 today at 460 grams.
Okay,
Now,
thanks,
mates, we look forward to coming up to your neck of the woods in about a month's time.
Yep, be good.
Keep that sun shining, nice and warm.
Be warmer than this.
It'll be warmer than this. There you go. There's a promise from Lex. Rightio, both on and off the stage. Muhammad. Now, 3 fish, sir, yesterday at 1.52 kilos. Now, this morning in the mist, not too far off the beginning of the day, we caught sight of what I didn't know was actually you. We had a look at some photos here this afternoon that we were sort of processing and going, who is that? Who is that under the buff? Mate, that first fish, as we were zooming in on it, looked like a very, very good fish. And by the weight of this bag, it was.
I seen you guys coming that way, and I was like, I'm on to a good one.
Yeah, and it had gone like fish on, snap, snap, snap.
That's it.
Mate, this should be the first bag today over 2 kilos.
Hopefully, yeah.
I reckon it's probably closer to 2.3. You might even be 2.4. Let's see how far we can get you.
Oh, nice.
There we go, 2.23 in fact. And our new day one leader at 3.75 kilos overall. You've got about a kilo differential on our current leader.
Beautiful.
Let's see how long we can keep you there, bud.
Thanks, mate.
Good enough for him, he says. Well done. Rightio. Darcy, coming up, champ. Now, we do also have a part of our events which is our Monster Mover Award, and that's the biggest differential between day one and day two. And I'm not saying that for a G up for you, Darcy, not at all, mate. But it is part of what we do, and the difference here is you had one yesterday and you've got your bag today. All right, so let's see how we go, Darcy. 490 grams yesterday, around that 1.2 or 1.3 mark here today. A little shy of at 1.17, but we'll see what that Monster Mover does for us, mate, and see whether you're part of it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Darcy. Thanks, buddy. Rightio, looking down at the bump tub, it looks like some fairly close inspection of a few fish that are kicking around down there. May I please have, is it Danny Jobson? Thank you, mate. Come on up. Now, 3 fish for Danny yesterday at 1.21 kilos, and whilst Danny came along to the chat night over at fishing.com, he was also the recipient of the Pro Lure prize pack. Now, were you allowed to use those lures today, Danny?
I was.
Yep.
She was reluctant, but
I
she gave it to me.
think I did Danny a bit of a disservice by passing them on to his good wife yesterday. All right. Very, very similar, mate. Maybe a smidge better.
I think it's a little bit better.
1.21 yesterday, 1.34 today, mates. You're inside the top 10 in 6th. It'd be great to keep you up there, bud. All right, thanks, Danny. All right, so we are somewhere near to about 15 minutes away from the second half of the fleet needing to make sure that they've got their key tags on the board. I'll give you a quick recap of the leaderboard right now. We have Mohammed Faraj at 3.75 kilos leading the way, Stephen Pryke at 2.76, and Russell Babacule yet to weigh in. Our day one leader still holds third position at 2.7 kilos. Jared Bazant, please come up, buddy. Now, we missed you yesterday, mate, and I certainly understand that you had a very hectic schedule to work on. If I was to tell people that I had a phone call from you at 4:30 this morning saying, I need some more help, I've left something behind, can you help us? And it's like, absolutely, yes, we can. Mate, great to see you up on stage. I'm glad you got that one here with us today. All right, 1 fish for Jared at 350 grams, sir. And go and grab a photo of that guy with Brad. And if we don't see you on the Gold Coast, we look forward to seeing you down on the basin. Awesome. Thanks, Jared. Good on you, buddy. Rightio, Dylan Pace. Now, there's no need to cast the ruler over those ones, mates. You've certainly made an improvement from day one with 2 fish at 720 grams. You found number 3 and you made a few stick.
Yeah, and a lot better fish today and didn't lose any good ones, so...
Good day on the water.
Yeah, can't complain.
All right, so maybe around that 1.7, 1.8 mark?
Something like that.
That's what you're hoping for? Rightio, we're finding our range here at 1.82 kilos. Mate, that pushes you up inside the 10 in 7th.
Cheers.
Well done. Thanks, Dylan. Rightio, from the ACT, John Chen. Chenny, yesterday, 3 for 1.71. What did you do with number 3 today, bud?
Didn't find him.
No?
No.
A little bit of floating around out here this morning, or did you sort of get away from that very busy
I
area?
started there this morning, got one, and then
Yep.
moved off pretty
Okay.
much when the bite stopped.
No, it's certainly not quite performing in the same way that we know that George's has in the past. 690 grams today, mate. You're still inside the 10.
Thank you.
Let's see how long we can keep you up in those points. Now, those AOY points do assist the anglers towards our Australian Championships, and of course, that's effort towards our World Championships. May I please have Ryland Sainsbury? Now, mate, according to this, I didn't see you yesterday.
No, you didn't.
And today I have you with but one.
I'm only up here so I can say I didn't get a double donut.
Mate, you made an interesting comment when you sort of made your way back in, and fishing is, as much as you're competing against another 105 anglers here this weekend, there's a big thing going on in here, isn't there?
Yeah, mental fortitude.
Yep.
It's, I don't know, my brain's pretty frazzled after all that.
You'll be able to go home, regroup, and
5 more of them would have been perfect.
hopefully figure out whether we're going to see you on the Gold Coast, and if not, we might
Probably
see you in the
not,
Basin.
but you'll see me at the Basin and you'll hopefully see me at ACs now that I've qualified.
Better still, because you have qualified. Mate, it is going to be an awesome event down in Kuta this year in November. We're very, very much looking forward to it turning something on for us. Now, our day one leader is next to the table, please. Russ Babacule. Now, buddy, to sort of come by and have a chat to you this morning at around that sort of 10:15 mark, and for what Ryland has also just come. It can really kind of mess with your head, right?
Oh, today was one of those days. Like I said yesterday, if you can, I think yesterday I landed 3 out of 5 big bites, and if you can do that, you're going to have a good day.
You're
But
in the money.
Today I was none from 2 on the first fish, and one was a really good fish. One was probably a 38 forker early, and I think at 1 o'clock I was running 127 tipper. And then in the last probably 20 minutes, I picked up the 3 pound and I got a 26
win.
tip and a 35.5 fork. So
Rightio. You need 1.06 to take the lead. We're good there. We need the buffer over and above the rest of the guys that were second and third.
very disappointing bag, but I was
Mate,
happy with any bag today.
I think we're going to be okay overall, but let's see where it lands. It's 1.7 kilos that are inside that top 10.
I might just weigh this.
Mate,
fish
you are
exactly.
most welcome to do that, because I think we're sitting at 1.15 kilos as our current big brim.
I think he's well.
Yes, a minute, that's fine.
I think he's well short of that, but
But
he's just
if
fat.
nothing else at all, he is a very, very healthy specimen.
I'll be like,
Let's have a look. You should crack the kilo comfortably. Because you're not far off, you're 1.1. 50 grams in it.
I actually forgot to weigh for big brim yesterday, and I'm pretty sure.
It depends. I mean, you're 2.7 kilos, 3 kind of fairly consistent fish.
Yeah. I walked away and I went, all 3 of the ones yesterday were longer than that, but that one was pretty fat. So
He did have a little bit more meat on him, that bloke. You got
anyway,
it?
we'll see.
All right. Mate, let's see how long you can hold on there for. Well done. Thanks, Russ. Rightio. So the new number that has been set is 4.4 kilos overall. Dylan Ty. Mate, great to see you with 3.
Them's pretty good.
You are right, mate. 860 grams yesterday. I think you're close to that kind of 1.25, 1.3 kilo mark. Let's see if we can get you there, buddy. A little better, in fact, at 1.34. You're up inside the top. More events, that is for sure. Daniel, no, sorry, my apologies. I was just jumping ahead there, Jim. Ruth Beebe, please. Now, Ruth, 134 yesterday for your 3. You left number 3 behind.
I caught a lot of small ones. But never mind.
Look, I guess at least if you're getting the right species, there's plenty of anglers out there over the weekend that have caught everything
too.
but brim.
Yeah, I know.
So,
There's a lot of stuff out there. Today was different. Just didn't go where I should have gone, but never mind.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing. It's either your best friend or your worst enemy. 800 grams there, mate. Thank you so much for being with us, Ruth.
all right.
Well done.
See ya.
Excellent work, Ruth. All right, next up we have Chris Byrne. Now, you 2 yesterday, mate, and a better result for you today, sir, with 3. Now, those 2 that you picked up yesterday gave you a great weight at 1.55 kilos. It looks like you spent a fair bit of time working the bridge
Yeah.
up there today.
Yeah, did the bridge, homemade lure, and yeah, did the damage.
A homemade lure?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, we'll have to learn a little bit more about that. I'll be very, very interested. This is better than 1.55.
Well, the hook stuck this time.
It's nice when they do. Chris Byrne, 4. 1.92 kilos, mate. Great improvement. And the bigger number there that's more important is, in fact, you're in 3rd place currently. All right, let's see how long we can keep you up in that 10, mate. Now, following on from Chris is Guy Struthers. And didn't we know that was coming, hey? Now, 820 grams yesterday, sir. Now, it's been a fantastic improvement to see the girls coming along to the events. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's good. Bit of entertainment. Everybody loves it.
Yeah. Giddy up. I can't wait to get to the Gold Coast.
Should be fun.
It will be fun. Right, 2 yesterday, 2 today. A little better than yesterday at 1.04. And, mate, I have no doubt that you're going to teach a few of these guys a lesson come the Gold Coast round. And we look forward to sharing a little bit more time with you on behalf of the team at Tackle Tactics.
Yep.
And just trying to maybe impart a little bit more knowledge on that region for some of the other anglers that'll be up there for that event. So, mate, we look forward to sharing some time with you.
Alrighty, see you then.
Good on you. Thanks, Guy. Cheers. Rightio, well done, Guy. Following up is Lachlan Dock. Now, you did find your 3 yesterday, bloke. One seems to have eluded you today.
Yes.
Isn't it amazing how your local can kind of change on its head for you?
Yes. We did the long paddle out to the Woolooware Bay today.
Yep.
Probably didn't, come out as well as I planned it, but there's two nice fish there.
2 here, 3 yesterday. It's not a bad result at all overall. And, mate, we genuinely do hope that we see you at a number of more of these Hobie events. And if you get a chance to get down to the basin in a couple of months, it'd be great to see you there.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Lachlan. Appreciate your time, buddy. Well done. Rightio. Following on from Lachlan is Steve. Come on up, bud. Now, mate, you will see me from time to time when I tend not to pronounce somebody's second name. It's because I don't ever want to be rude by butchering it. Mate, can you give me an elocution lesson here, please?
Porniotis.
Porniotis.
That's it, Greek.
Rightio. If you say it fast enough,
Porniotis.
there you go. Done. Boom. Mate, we didn't see you yesterday. Great to see you today. These 2 for you, sir, are 1.03 kilos.
Good enough.
Mate, certainly brilliant to have you up here, mate, and I hope to have you at some more events with us. Good on you, bud. Thank you. Rightio, it looks like I have Daniel Rappold. Now, Dan, you had a neat 2 kilos yesterday, and with those sorts of numbers, it is a very, very handy position going into day 2. What position did that leave you in?
5th.
5th yesterday. Right. The lead to get to Babs is 2.41 kilos.
Not going to make that.
We're not going to get there exactly, but this is certainly hopefully going to push you inside the 10. You've got one very nice model in there. Let's just see how far up this leaderboard we can find you. With 1.43 kilos, you're inside the top 5. You've got an improvement into 4th. Let's see what happens with the balance of the anglers moving their way through, mate. Let's hopefully we can keep you in the money, in the checks. Rightio. Well done, Daniel. All right. From Queensland, and I am sure also a very large round of applause, Tyson Hayes. Oh, look out, sir. Now, Ray Cooper out there is mate asking for some earplugs from the crew down there.
I know.
Are you going to have a quiet word to these girls on the way home? No.
I think so.
Mate, the girls did hit the nail on the head with Monster Mover, the biggest differential day 1 to day 2. Let's see where this lands you. I'm thinking around that 1.4, 1.5. There we go. In actual fact, a little better at 1.6. Big shuffle there, mate. It puts you up into 33rd place out of that field of 106. Well done, mate. Looking forward to seeing you also on the Gold Coast. A force to be reckoned with up there, I would say. And another of those forces, of course, is Luke Rogan. Anybody would think there was a state of origin or something coming up? Hey?
Something like that. Makes me feel a bit better about that.
It's all about attitude, isn't it, mate?
That's it.
Hey? 3 yesterday, 1 today, sir. And no doubt with your prowess on the Gold Coast, it'll be 3 and 3 each day up there. 350 grams for you today, buddy.
Cheers.
All right, look forward to seeing you guys up there. And hopefully, if New South Wales can do something about their form, we can see a 3rd match in the State of Origin in a few weeks' time. Joel Crosby. Mate, 1-4-1 yesterday.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, Joel. And, wow. I don't think you had that when we spoke to you.
No, I didn't. No, I had nothing when I spoke to you. I turned it around.
Except for some affection from Crafty this morning. You had that.
I think that's probably what helped me get that.
Crafty,
Good luck.
if you're out there.
Thanks, Crafty.
Joel says thanks.
Thank you very much.
Rightio, 3 kilos to take the lead.
Yeah, that's unlikely.
We're not there, but where we are is a very big shift from what says 42nd place for you here right now.
That would be nice.
Let's have a look. We're over the 2. We tried 1.87 kilos. That number there being a 5 gives you the best part of 96 AOY points.
Okay.
And that's going to make Tony Petty very, very nervous.
No, he's not. He's not. Can I weigh that big one, please?
Of course you can. Yep. Let's get him done. Drop that right. You're chasing 1.15 kilos, I believe, for Justin Jobson. I think he's awfully similar to that one that Russell weighed at about 1.1. I'm certainly hopeful that it gets you there, mate.
I'm not even.
104. But AOY points is where it's at too. So, mate, when you're making the big journey from interstate, it is really, really great to see you guys get some good runs on the board.
And just quickly, can I just do a quick shout out to Carl Dubois?
Please.
Over the last couple of weeks, we set up a little chat group with me, Tony Petty, and Ben Harrison.
Yep.
All 3 of us had never been here before.
Okay.
And Carl spent the best part of the last 2 weeks taking screenshots of Google Maps and just giving us a rundown of pretty much the entire venue.
Yep.
And then we turn up Saturday morning and he gives us a hand-painted lure as well. So
does it get any better? Is
that's
he
really cool?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully, I'm going to find him in the line here because I missed him yesterday.
I believe he is in the line. Yes.
There he is. You know what? And if the girls don't cheer for him, he'll cheer for himself.
I'll cheer for him.
You'll cheer for him. There you go. Rightio, Crozza. Mate, an absolute gentleman you are, sir. Well done. Another gentleman I must say please up is next, Gary Hansen. Buddy, where's number 3?
Still out there.
Left him out there for Crozza?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe. Maybe not.
So
by choice?
No, not by choice at all. 2 for you today, Gaz. At 730 grams.
Thanks, mate.
Pushes you up inside the 20 in 16th at the minute, mate. Well done. Thanks, Gary. Rightio. Moving on. And one of the names that was just mentioned, of course, was Tony Petty. Now, Tones, 3 fish yesterday at 2.09 kilos. Must have had you in 4th? 4th? Yep. Rightio.
So broke me day 2 curse.
Because you've had a little bit of a curse kicking around.
This year, New South Wales round, donut day 2. Not today. Oh, wow, that one.
All right.
All right.
2.32 kilos is what you need to take the lead.
Yeah, I don't think I got that.
I probably beg to differ.
No.
You need 2.32 to knock off Babs. Oh,
told you.
Dude.
Yeah.
Looking at the size of that thing.
I know.
All right. You cracked the 4 kilo mark and you're about to find out whether you can knock off Justin Jobson with Big Brim. Tell you what, this guy must have given you a little bit of grief.
At 7:10 this morning.
At 7:10 this morning. Doesn't that set the tone for the day?
I did, yeah.
Rightio, Tony Petty chasing Big Brim at 1.15 kilos. On your head, mate. 1.4 kilos. Now, he ate his buddies. That's what happened. Mate, clearly that's little bit of knowledge and that chat that Crosser was just talking about goes a long way. And it's a really big part of what we're doing with, I guess, that brim fishing project, sharing that information, bringing as many people to this sport as we can.
That's it, mate, yeah.
Yep.
That's it.
Tony, second place at the moment, killer AOY points. You are going to be hard to chase down for AOY this year, my friends. James Kilpatrick will follow that show. 2 yesterday, mate, 3 today. It's evident that we shouldn't be sending you photos of pies and things and whatnot and distracting you.
No, well, the 2 yesterday I think are going to weigh more than these 3 today.
Okay, mate. Mate, the Georges, hey? I've got a funny feeling that you're right. I think the 2 yesterday might have you done here.
1-1, I reckon. 1-1.
Jimmy Kilpatrick, you can take this job. There you are, mate. Well done.
Thank you very much for a great weekend.
Mate, our absolute pleasure, and thank you very much to James for all the support that he provides. Probably the better part of the field that's here this weekend as a proprietor up there at Hunter Watersports in Belmont. And one of the anglers that definitely spends a bit of time up there with Jimmy is Dan Walter. Mate, 2 yesterday, 2 today. Mr. Consistency.
Not really.
Well, 2 and 2.
Should be 3 and 3.
It should be 3 and 3.
Only little ones.
Look, as I said, mate, 2's better than none. Radio, can we get there? The 2 yesterday were good ones.
Yeah, yesterday was good.
Twice the weight of those fellas. Radio, mate. Go and get a pick. Get them back in the drink. All right, following on is John Coorey. Now, 3 and 1. I'll let you explain that.
You don't want to know about my day. They didn't stick. I caught a jerfish, and that's all I come back with.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Radio, we'll leave it at that. And you tried to bash Blake Partington's face last night.
I did.
By dropping that trailer on him.
I did bash it. I think.
And this is probably karma, isn't it, Blake?
He told me I'm the type of friend you get on Wish.
What can you say to that? You can take your 320 grams.
Thank
you go and
you,
get an immaculate photo of that.
Thank you for a wonderful weekend.
Mate, our absolute pleasure. Good on you, bud. Oh, the fun and the games continue. Kane Terry, please. Mate, looks like you turned yesterday on its head, at least by 2 yesterday and 3 today, buddy. Needless to say, you didn't go far again?
I went to the racks.
Oh, you did. You went to what you know.
Yep.
And what you can do well. And it rewarded you. Well done, mate. Has it got 1.9 to 2 kilos, you think? Not sure?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Let's have a look. A little better, in fact, at 2.11 kilos. Mate, and that gives you a massive bump inside the top 10 in 7th at present. Well done, bloke. Nice work, Kano. All right, we have our Woi winner, which was our last event. Up next, Glenn Allen. Mate, 3 yesterday at 1.6 kilos, 3 again. You were very kind to spend a little bit of time with us doing a bit of a live chat at one point there today. Any improvement from when we saw you?
No, it went quiet.
Okay.
Started getting flooded. So started out good.
So we provided you no help at all?
No, not really.
All right, 3 yesterday at that 1.6 we said. I think you may be a little lighter on there. No, in fact you're not. You're a little better off at 1.66. 60 grams better off, and just bumped that other fella back by a spot.
Thank you.
You're in the 10. Can we keep you there? Simon Morley, please. Mate, a very solid bag still for the conditions yesterday at 151. And you've rinsed and repeated today?
I didn't go as far. I just
Okay.
went up to that Lugano restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Fished that rock wall and then come back down.
Rightio. Very relaxed by the sounds of
Oh,
things,
it was
mate.
just chilled out. Yeah, it's good. I hooked a massive Jew, fought
Yeah.
it for like 25 minutes, and then it done me on the rocks. Didn't even get to see the bloody thing.
Well, you saw these 3, which is the species that we're after at least.
Yeah.
And 1, 3 or 4?
Don't know.
No, about the same weight, mate.
There you go.
154. You're in the 10.
No.
Well, you are. It says 9.
It won't stay there.
All right, Simon. Thanks, buddy. Rightio. We have Richard Patterson, please. Now, Patto, 193 yesterday.
Not 193 today.
You've already told me it's not 193 today. It's a cruel sport, isn't it?
Yep.
Lost maybe one other good one.
Yeah, okay.
That's about it. But plenty of legals, but just small ones.
No, I think the system, obviously, that Wesley starting to push them sort of out to spawn and whatever. And I think the temperature we heard of has gone from about 13 or 14 degrees temp down to like 11 out the front today.
Yeah, it really dropped out.
Yeah, it makes certainly a very, very big difference to these results. 1.45 overall, mate. You're inside the 10 with 6 at the moment.
Cheers.
All right, thanks, Pato. Well done, buddy. All right, Russell Babacule still leads the way at 4.4 kilos, followed by Tony Petty at 4.03 and Mohammed Faraj at 3.75, rounds out our 3. Francis, please. Now, look, I'm just going to say that out loud. How much are you kicking yourself that you didn't do yesterday what you've done today?
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, I went back and did the same thing as I did yesterday, just with a completely different result. This morning I went out and sat out the front for about half an hour and
this is rubbish.
Got a 27 tipper, and then I thought about what I was going to do, whether I go up the Nora and look for residents, and then I thought, no, I'm going to go back and find some redemption, and yeah.
You got redemption. So as we said, this monster mover thing, this has probably got your name on it. What do you think is in that bag?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
2.4? Maybe 2.5? 2.54, buddy. Wherever you were yesterday wasn't what it says there now in 16.
That's a big jump.
That is a huge jump, mate. Some cracking photos to come there. You were well, yeah, you don't want to look at a 1.4. Sorry, I was still thinking that Tony's one didn't exist. Sorry, mate, we won't put ourselves through that one. Well done, Francis. To have the courage of your conviction to sort of go back and try and rinse and repeat what hadn't quite worked the day prior. Well done, buddy. Dennis Mageropoulos. Now, buddy, I don't have to apologise about the banter that was going on yesterday, but your reels did a good thing.
Yeah, they done well.
Yeah.
Done well.
Hey?
Without their troops, or important troops anyway.
Yeah. Well, look, my Raiders did great. You know, we had the bye, we got the points. It's just fantastic. We're both winners. All right, Dennis, one for you today, my friend. At 840 grams.
Thank
you. Very, very healthy fish for the system. Oh, I'll hang on to that one. Good on you, mate. Rightio, Ray Cooper. Now, that is great to see 3 against your name, sir. Obviously, we weren't quite lucky enough to have you a part of yesterday's proceedings.
Well, just giving everybody a head start.
I was about to say the same thing. You took the words smack out of my mouth. All right, these 3, Ray, for you are coming in at 1.12 kilos. Right, and I believe you're about to start the road trip. You're heading north?
Yes, heading north up to the Gold Coast. See you all there.
We look forward to it.
Safe travels.
Yes, very much an important part of it. Safe travels for all the anglers. Hopefully another angler that is going to find his way to the Gold Coast is Josh Carpenter. How are you, bloke?
You've made better today. No excuses.
Yeah, good.
It would have been nice to get 3 like that.
Yeah, you're right.
They were not on
where you were. Yeah. No, I'm hearing you, buddy. All right, these 3 are 1.68 kilos and a big jump from 70 odd into the top 20.
Oh, thank you,
well
sir.
Done, JC. Nice work, bud. Righty-o, our BMW specialist, Jason Meach. You've no idea the challenges that I was set. Mate, the best part about you, Michi, is you're always smiling.
Yeah, always smiling. Always smiling. I'm a bit sore, but yeah.
Even when your mates are just absolutely sticking it to you.
It's all right. It's fun.
Oh, it sure is. 139 yesterday. I don't think I can wipe the smile off Jim Barry's face down there at the moment. 163 today, buddy.
Thanks, legend.
Inside the 20, mate, you're 11th at the minute.
Thanks, mate.
Let's give you some points. Well done, Michi. Oh, Jimbo, I couldn't help myself. Ben and Gibbs, please. Oh, the fun and frivolity. Now, I do need to say a special thanks to Ben and the team over at SA Brimmaster, which obviously does include Chris Crafty Miller. I think we've obviously got Lee Kirshner here with us this weekend, Dylan that's still back at home, and probably a bunch of other unnamed helpers over in that neck of the woods, mate. Really, really pleased to be involved with you guys this year.
Thank you. Thanks for your support as well. Yeah.
Now, I think, did you send Jim a message about a coffee this morning?
I did. I was tonguing. It's been 3 days.
Mate, I'm glad we didn't bring it because it would have otherwise distracted you from catching these.
It would have.
you need 2.93 kilos to take a lead.
2.3, I'm hoping.
We're hopeful of that, but the big number here is that you're in 48. This is a big top 10 move. All right, for Ben Gibbs, can we give you 2.3 or 4 kilos? My oath, we can. 2.41 kilos.
I'll take that.
When was the last time you had a third at the minute against your name in one of our events?
Oh, mate, I haven't done better than 11th, and that was my first Hobie one at Malakuta, so
all right,
that was years ago.
I really want to try and keep you up there, mate.
That'd be good, thank you.
All right, well done, Gibbsy. Nice work. Rightio, Cookie, you are next, sir. Now, 3 yesterday at 1.39, which with what can only be described as a rather unusual injury. And you didn't suffer the same injury today.
The bum cramp.
The bum cramp.
Yeah. When you won the comp here at Cornell,
yep.
You didn't have a bum cramp?
No bum cramps.
Okay.
Nah. Leg cramps? Just not bum cramps.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Cookie. It's always great fun having you around, buddy. 1.04 kilos.
Cheers, thanks,
39th overall at the minute, mate.
Cheers.
Hope you have some fun.
Yeah.
Well done. All right. Peter Cook, that was. Next up is Terry Grimer, please. Mate, the word consistency is continued to be used. 2 and 2. You just wanted it to be 3 and 3, I know.
I do, but when the batteries die on you and within half an hour of the comp, batteries are full and...
When they started? Batteries are wonderful things when they work.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Fishing blindly.
Yes, mate, I've seen you fish very, very well, probably without the use of any technology. So let's see how we go for your next one, mate. Really, really great to have you as part of it.
Thank you for running a good tournament.
Mate, we always try.
Yeah,
thanks, Tez.
Much, mate.
Thank you, buddy. Well done, Tez. All right, Zach Morozov, please. Now, mate, 2 yesterday at 1.33. Great to have you up here with 3 today. I can see the jersey representing the team over at Complete Angler and Camping World, and if I was to say Gregory Hills and Minchinbury, correct, that would make sense. How's the change, mate? Store's busy.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah,
no, fantastic, mate.
Well,
and great to see you repping the jersey, mate. Well done. Rightio, 3 for Zach at 1.39 kilos. Mate, inside the top 15, you're in 14th at the minute.
Thanks, Chris.
Well done, buddy. Thank you so much. Rightio, Josh Richards. It's a great improvement. 1 yesterday at 480 grams. These 3 are the better number that we were looking for.
Yeah, definitely. But
And he just says a bit more weight.
yeah,
Mate, it's great to have the 3 put in there. Did you get them early or late?
no, very early.
Very early.
The one upgrade right at the end. So
You got to keep casting, don't you? Mate, good efforts. They will reward you with 1.55 kilos and a big jump from the 80s into the 30s. Well done, mate. Great to have you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, next up is Ryan Honeybrook. Now, 3 yesterday, mate. 3 again today. And see this little thing here? This is no penalty.
No penalty today.
Maybe that
extra early.
That G up this morning. Get yourselves back on time, mate. Very, very good bag. This is what we know you for. 128 yesterday, probably closer to the 1.7s and 8s today, which is where we are. We're at 1.86. Quite a big jump, mate. That puts you in 11th.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, well done. Thank you, sir. All right, coming up next, from which side of the tub, we have George Agathos, please. Go on, say it. It's a dirty 4-letter word.
Starts with B.
Starts with B, ends in T.
Yep.
Boat. Hey?
I needed it.
Hey, George, you do spend a fair bit of time in doing some of the boat tournaments. We are really pumped to have you here with the kayak series. We will get you those consistent 3 fish bags, I promise you. All right, 690 grams, buddy. Almost identical to yesterday.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Good for fun. Well done. All right, so I think we have Rick King. 3 yesterday, sir. 1 only today. What happened out there, bloke?
One day I'll...
I'll get...
Stick it together.
Yeah. It will happen.
Oh, mate, I promise you it will. I mean, I went through probably more double donuts than I'd care to admit.
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast is where it's at. Look, it's a great place to do it, in fact. All right, 450 grams. Get that guy down there to Brad for a pick.
Lovely. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, mate.
Weekend.
Our absolute pleasure, as always. Mate, the team at Hobie Fishing really do everything that we can do to try and make sure that every single angler has the very, very best experience at these tournaments. Now, this is where things are going to get interesting, I hope. Jason Marshall. Now, Jace, you had 3 yesterday for 2.23 kilos, and you were sitting in 3rd. Now, I'm just going to block the screen here for a second so that you don't know what you need to take the lead.
Yeah.
Had a good day?
Yeah, no, it was a good day, yeah.
All right. Actually, Jim's done it for me. Thank you, mate.
Yeah, no, I don't think it'll be there, but
Well, I can't even tell you what you need now because I didn't stick it in the memory mix, but I'm very, very hopeful for you, buddy. It'd be great to see you up there. All right, 2.23 yesterday. Oh, 2.07. There was 110 grams in it, mate. You're in 2nd. Now, out of a field of 106 anglers, that is no mean feat. So, for now, I hope that you work, buddy. I know that you've got a number of the guys that do regularly fish with you here, so a great support crew with you. Rightio, Ben Shuey. Yeah, okay, so Jim's telling me that you need 2.86 kilos to take the lead. You don't need enemies when you've got mates like us. What a whopper. Rightio. Can we get you to 300 grams? Yeah. 350 grams. Well done, Benny. All right, mate, safe travels home, yeah?
Thank you.
Thank you very much for all the effort getting up here. Really do appreciate it. All right, I think I've got Ben Hanscom. Now, mate, 1.98 kilos yesterday, and maybe a little bit lighter on today.
Yeah, just didn't get a big bite at all today.
And that is the big difference. It's that conversion on that big bite. Not having that sort of kicker fish is going to make it fairly hard. All right, but 3 and 3, super consistent, mate. Well done in advance. 1.37 kilos, an elevation from at the moment, which was 38th. You're up inside the top 10
Thanks,
in
mate.
9th. Well done. Great work overall. All right, are we going to have Andrew Death, I believe? And Co. Hey? Kai. Well, I was saying and Co being at least one more than you, but almost got you.
I got that.
Almost got you. Mate, you had a better day than yesterday.
Yeah, slightly better.
Yep. Try to put them together. How did you go, mate? Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
We get away the fish.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Andrew has 1.6 kilos. Hooray!
That's better.
Mate, any improvement from day 1 to day 2 should be rewarded. Well done, Deethy. Thank you, mate. Right, T.O. Next up, Wayne. Come on up, sir. Now, from the ACT, you came in with 3 yesterday at 1.16 kilos. You left this guy's 2 mates behind.
I can tell you where the flatty holes are.
So if somebody needs a feed through the week, just ask Wayne.
Right. That's right.
Mate, 1 today, sir. That guy is going to weigh in at 510 grams. And anybody needs to know flatty holes, come and see Wayne. He'll be right down there on the jetty in just a moment's time. Blake Partington, please. Mate, 3 and 3. I like to see that.
I like to say 3 bigger ones.
Mate, well, look, we all would, clearly. Now, what did you do to John to make him drop that trailer thing on your head yesterday?
I think he was just a bit upset that I weighed more than him yesterday.
Rightio.
Yeah, and he was trying to take out a bit of competition.
Nasty fella.
He is a nasty fella.
Mate, I think there couldn't be any version of the truth that's further from it.
Absolutely.
He is the nicest
He's
guy
the
in the
nicest
world,
guy
right?
on planet Earth.
All right, 164 yesterday.
Oh, whatever kilo.
109. It's the small wins, right?
That's it. Thanks for a good weekend, guys.
Mate, our absolute pleasure. Thanks, Blake. Well done, buddy. All right, we are getting to the pointy end of the stick. Dave Shanahan, please.
I've never had such a cheer for this.
What did you do? Mate, you did the right thing by the right people to get the cheer at a minimum.
What supporters have I got?
Mate,
The size of it.
I reckon your bag yesterday. I don't want to say this is 237 grams when you had 2.37 kilos yesterday. Oh, sorry, just a bit close. It's fishing.
Yeah, I went back to the bridge and didn't fire, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, well, my friend, it's look, it's absolutely fantastic to have you at the events. As you know, 320 grams there. If you can land in 20th in a field of 106...
That's pretty good.
Still nothing wrong with that. Well done, buddy. Thank you so much, Dave. All right. This next angler is an angler that knows all about being at the top of the tree. His name is Luke Kay.
Chris.
Hello, buddy.
How you going?
Good. Maybe not quite the same as yesterday.
Very light on. No,
Yeah.
it's less than yesterday.
Yep.
I'm saying maybe 1-4 if I'm lucky.
Cogra Bay, we saw
Cogra Bay.
you.
Yeah, Cogra Bay. Yep.
We didn't quite see you up the back. We didn't get that far, but
There was
we
no
sort of
fish
saw
at
you.
the back.
Okay, right.
Definitely not a 1.57.
No, which would have actually almost done as good as the whole bag yesterday.
Absolutely.
Rightio, bloke. 3 are weighing in at, you called it, 1-4. It is 1-4-4. Again, inside the top 15 in 15th.
Thanks, mate. Just quickly, Chris.
Please.
I just want to thank all the anglers that made the effort to come to this event, especially those that have come interstate.
Absolutely.
On behalf of Pro Lure, it was really great to see everyone here. It's been a great event again by Hobie. Thank you so much, Chris. And also a special thanks to James Kilpatrick. Broke my drive yesterday and he fixed it up on the spot. He's awesome and I'm really grateful for it. So.
We call him worse, and we'll call him worse than that, but I'm glad that you thanked him. No, mate, he's an absolute legend. He does so much for the guys and girls here. So, Jimmy, thank you very much, mate. And both Russ and I apologise for the content that's in the video that you're about to see at some stage tonight when you get home. Warren Allen, please. 510 grams yesterday. And at least what looks like 3 times that today. How good's that? Bit of a change up, mate.
Had a sounder.
Had a sounder.
Yeah, we'll find
Not flying blind.
Makes a difference.
All right, was... I reckon we're pretty close to that 1-4 or 1-5 mark. And better still, 181. Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Great result overall, and always good to have you here with us. Now, another angler that we always enjoy having with us is Carl Dubois. Now, I would have thought there would have been one of those cheer squads kicking around for you, Carl. Mate, it is sensational to hear what Cos has said, and it absolutely is the truth about you. Always given a massive amount to the sport.
I just wish I'd listened to myself.
Can I give you one hot tip?
Yeah.
No more tips to Victorians. Leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
Yeah.
Leave them alone.
Crosser needs
No,
no
so
help.
I'm glad they all did well.
Yeah, mate.
I'm glad they all got fished. So.
Mate, big difference, but I'm glad you listened to yourself today.
Yeah.
Those 3, Carl, are coming in at 1.54 kilos.
Thanks very much.
All right, mate.
And just a big shout out to everybody that comes along, Hobie itself, but also condolences to Bob's family.
Mate, we...
he's truly missed. He was a wonderful man.
He really is, and I know that his time with us and his legacy that he has left with us is something that we will remember for decades to come.
Never forget.
No, there was one. And I'm kind of glad they broke the mould afterwards. But no, look, we're very sad, and I'm very thankful for you to bring that up again, mate. I really
Thanks very
appreciate
much.
it.
See you.
Good on you, Carl. Thank you, mate. We are talking about our very good friend Bob Finlay. Certainly lost his battle this in the last week or so. So, yeah. Well done, Bobby. All right, Benny Gillespie, let's see what you have, sir. A whopping one. Yeah. Hey,
Just made the cut.
I know that bloke.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yep.
Mr. Mallow Fishing. Now, he's not here with us this weekend, but yeah, it'd be great to see Paul back. Rightio, Benny.
Maybe.
Let's get it there. 230. Oh, did that lock in, Jim? I'm sorry, I might have got that a little early. 230. Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Rightio, good on you, Benny. Thank you, mate. All right, now Russell Babacule still leads the way at 4.4, Jason Marshall at 4.3, Tony Petty at 4.03, Jonathan Lawrence, please. 1. Mate, we keep saying better than a day's working.
Yeah, I forgot I was fishing for bream and kept catching flathead.
You and Wayne.
Yeah.
Mate, it's the joys of the game. But where else would you be? 350 grams, buddy. Always great to have you along, as you know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jono. Thanks, buddy. Rightio, Gareth Rendell Goodhue, please. Buddy, good friend, old pal. What have you done to deserve all of this cheering?
Did about 30 Ks today.
About 30 clicks. Where did you go?
Crooks.
Wow.
Yeah. There's 3 of us went up, so.
You weren't going to leave anything in the tank, were you?
Hail Mary it, see what happens. And
Yep.
Yeah.
You got a couple. Mate, so round trip Cooks, yeah, 30, maybe even a little bit more.
30 plus up and downs. And
Yeah. Mate, you're going to need a good rest on the way home, buddy. All right, 800 grams on the knocker there. Can't wait to see you guys up in your local.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yep, I know you will. We will be there with you. Well done. Rightio, BP, you are next. Mate, 3 and 3. You just got to keep that other bloke away more often. Hey?
Yeah, it's catching up on him.
Hopefully he's recovering.
He's given up. Yeah. He may be at a yoga retreat or something. I don't know.
Yoga retreat. I know he's going to have a look at this at some point.
I'll give it to him. He's not here.
No. You might have to change postcodes after that. Rightio. Brendan has 1.13. Mate, again, 30th out of 106. Nothing wrong with it. Well done. Thanks, Brendo. Rightio, Ted Richmond, please. Mate, 1.48 yesterday.
Yeah.
You left a couple behind.
Bloody oath.
A few chances?
Tried to do the same thing again, yeah.
Yeah.
3 days in a row, didn't work.
When the systems are kind of a little bit pressured, it's a hard game.
Yeah.
All right, this one, Ted, is 350 grams. Right, go and get that guy back in there, and we look forward to seeing you at the next event, yes? Thank you, mate. Absolute pleasure. Rightio, DB, Dale Baxter. Oh, and getting a little bit of a stick there from the bump tub master. Pleased to see that, actually. Keep the water in the tank, he says.
No way. We're at the end, mate.
Same bridge?
No, I only got one off the bridge today.
Yeah,
really, when we got there this morning, it was probably half the amount that we could sound up on the bridge. So they'd obviously moved off somewhere, and I thought I'll hang on till the tide comes, and it
didn't really change it. Rightio, mate.
Unfortunately.
186 yesterday for your 3. These 3 will come in at 128. A big shift, though, and good points in 13th. Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Well done. Again, Mr. Consistency this year. It's been great to see you putting it all together. Adriano Tosolini. G'day, mate. Now, we saw that other buddy of yours mooching around out on Tower of Flaps with no one today.
Unfortunately, didn't produce at all.
No, super clear out there.
Yeah.
Super clear. 3 yesterday at 129. These 2 today will give you 760 grams. Mate, as you know, we love having you at these events.
Thanks for a great weekend,
See you at the next
and
one.
safe travels.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Cheers, Adriano. All right, Cedric Lopez. Mate, it is fantastic to see you with a full limit. Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
Mate, absolute pleasure. Now, a good friend of yours seems to be out in front at the moment, that Russell Babacule fellow. But you can knock him off with 4.07 kilos.
I think I can.
I think you can do it. If I put my hand on the scales whilst I put these in, well,
Put a brisket on it.
you could have a pretty handy result. Cedric? 1.31 kilos. Thank you very much for having us, for being here this weekend, and thank you very much for putting that bag together as you promised you would do yesterday.
Thank you.
Well done, mate. Rightio. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a feeling, looking at the bump tubs, that will in fact conclude the weigh-in. But what we now need to do is just finalise these results, and we will be back to you in just a moment with our presentation. if Luke Kay is around. Buddy, it would be great to have you up here giving us some assistance with the presentation, please, on behalf of our good friends at Pro Lure, of course. Mate, you give him a nudge. All right, thanks, Luke. I didn't see where you landed, mate. Nice work.
That's a good look. I couldn't put my socks on because of too much sand on my feet.
Oh, that was brim juice in the sock.
Yum, man.
That's lovely. All right, Jimbo, I think we should be good to go. Yes, you could bottle brim juice, but nobody wants it. Look, it's just...
Cologne.
I'm sure there's plenty of anglers here going home to their respective partners this weekend that are going to smell just like brim.
Look, mate, I bought
James, you've done it, you're ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now on behalf of ProLure, who are, of course, our naming rights sponsor for this particular round here on the Georges River, which is round 5 of part of Series 14 of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series, we have Luke Kay with us. Mate, thank you very much for taking some time. You have been rather busy, obviously, in your personal life, but then you've been quite busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, through this weekend. You did an absolutely amazing and a very informative talk at fishing.com on Friday, so I'd like to thank you for that also. Is there anything that you'd like to say on behalf of Pro Lure just at this particular point in time before we get into the weigh-in?
Yeah, look, as I mentioned a bit earlier, I want to thank each and every angler that made the effort to come to this tournament. As I said, those interstate, South Australia, Queensland, Victoria, huge effort. And these guys continually do this. And on behalf of Pro Lure, I want to thank them. Also want to thank Hobie for another great event. It's been unbelievable. It's been awesome. Great weather for the weekend. The fishing was tough, but still, nonetheless, if you come here to have the social as a part of it as well, you can't go away and not have a good time.
No,
so
everyone walks away a winner at that point, that is for sure.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Now, speaking of winners, we have not only our Open division, Luke, as you know, but we also have a series of other divisions that are effectively wound into the overall competition. The first division there that I would like to bring up to the stage, of course, is part of our women's division. Now, from Victoria, with 3 fish day 1, 2 fish day 2, total of 5 overall at 2.14 kilos, is Ruth Beebe. Come on up, Ruth. Now, that is right. An absolute round of applause, please. It is very, very, very important.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, Ruth. Good on you, mate.
Awesome.
Mate, what did the damage for you out there this weekend?
A couple of things. Actually used Pro Lure. Not the live yabby, the other one, the clone prawn.
Clone prawn.
That worked a bit, but mostly blades, and they were Pro Lure and a mix of other things too. So that just bladed it the whole time.
Now, you've basically had almost a bit of a journey on your way up. You've fished a bunch of different systems. Is that kind of rinse and repeat on the way home?
No.
No, it's like, boom, got to get back to it.
I just looked at the weather and I'm like, I think I'll just hightail it home.
Yeah. Well, mate, as you know, we absolutely love having you at these events, and I can't say that any more sincerely than that. We genuinely do love you having us part of it. Are we likely to see you on the Gold Coast?
Yes, already entered.
Fantastic. Right answer.
3-day drive for that one.
Yeah. Well, mate, I'm sure you'll make it a great journey. Thanks for being with us. Well done overall. Thanks, Ruth. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we'll just jump on in and grab a quick photo. Well done. Thanks, Ruth. Awesome. Now, also, we have a Masters division. Now, we won't talk about ages, we'll just talk about results. A cracking result at 2.37 kilos. We saw this particular angler sitting in second on day 1. Not quite the result he was looking for on day 2, but nonetheless, an overall result at 2.69 kilos. Can I please have David Shanahan? Can't see too much movement out there. I dare say that Dave has a pretty significant trip to make it all the way back down into Victoria. But nonetheless, Dave, thank you very, very much and congratulations, my friend. Now, also we have our first timers division. It's great to see new anglers making their way into these events. And certainly on behalf of Hobie, it's a very, very important part to see that growth, Luke, as you would know, of new faces into this. May I please invite Dylan Ty up. Dylan, if you're still around, mate, it would be great to have you. There he is. Look at that. Fantastic. Mate, it may not necessarily be your first tournament overall, but it has been your first tournament with Hobie. As part of that, obviously, in that first timers entry, there is a pack there on behalf of all of our sponsors, obviously including Pro Lure. And I see you're repping the Daiwa hat, so you're doing a great thing there. How was your weekend overall?
First day was really slow, but the second day I went up to Uluru Bay, and although it took ages to come back, it took us 2 hours. Yeah, it produced.
So, mate, well done. You had, I think, 6 other anglers that were part of that first-timers group, and I think 5, perhaps, of the 6 anglers that were competing with us for the first time weighed fish this weekend. So, in very, very trying conditions, mate, well done. Great work. Right, hang on tight there. We'll grab a photo with you. There we go. Thanks, Brad. Well done, Dylan. Great work, mate. Righty-o. Now, also, of course, Luke, as we have discussed as part of that weigh-in, we had a Monster Mover Award. So, the angler that's got the largest differential between day 1 and day 2. Now, he shot for the stars on day 1, came up with donuts, but absolutely smashed it out of the park on day 2 with what is probably, in fact, the second largest bag for the event at 2.54 kilos. May I please have Francis DiMartino? Well, what's this shaking your head business? No, it's no surprise. This guy's a quality angler. Very good angler. Now, Francis, do you have a Monster Mover award as part of your repertoire?
Yeah, this is actually the second one this year, and I think it's kind of the story of my season so far, is just not being able to tie 2 days together this year. So,
and needless to say, you're getting plenty of stick at home from the young bloke.
Absolutely, yeah. He's yesterday he was just shaking his head at me. What are you doing?
But in saying that, it's very easy to be an armchair critic, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. He should actually be here experiencing it.
So just quietly, Cullen, if you're watching, pull your finger out. Come on back, have a go, and teach a few of these other blokes a little of what you say that you know. All right? All right, I don't know what I've just done, mate. I might have stirred the beast, but
I don't know.
we know the calibre of the young bloke, so hopefully we do see him back very, very soon.
Yeah, we're good to see him back.
Well done overall, mate. Thanks, Francis. All right, smile for that one. Well done, mate. All right, Luke, I think we are now into the money.
Fantastic.
All right, I'll let you, I think that one should be 10th. All right, hailing from Victoria with 6 fish for a combined total weight at 3.28 kilos. May I please have Joel Crosby. Now, mate, I don't know whether that was cheering or jeering. Mate, you are putting together a very, very consistent year. You spent a little bit of time away from the Brim scene. You kind of made a pretty good showing of it again at the back end of the last season. It's great to have you back. We love the fun, we love the frivolity, and thank you for taking the time out to give Carl a shout out, because it really is a big thing to be able to share that information.
And to be fair, that's why I'm here.
Yep.
The stuff like that, and to be fair, every single person probably did the same thing.
Yeah, I would argue that's the case.
And it's a really cool bunch of people to hang out with for multiple weekends throughout the year.
Yep.
So
now, you weren't sure whether you were going to make it on stage.
Yeah.
And we had a quick chat that said something about a particular happy birthday for one of the Hobie fishing crew.
Yeah.
And we know that you've got a good voice.
Oh, you want me to lead it?
There's a few people here, you've got a good voice, and I don't think there's any better time than now.
Well, firstly, I'd like to say happy birthday to Bradley Sissons.
So would we. And the best way to do that is?
I think we should all sing him happy birthday.
Let's do it. Lead the way. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bradley. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip. Hooray! There you go. None other than Crozza. Stay there, you're about to get a photo. And I promise you, he is going to Photoshop the hell out of this for you.
I can't wait for Mum to comment again.
Well done, Crozza. We do say that fishing is but a small part of what these events are about. So, with that being said, to the stage, please, may I have from New South Wales combined weight for his 6 fish at 3.35 kilos, Ben Hanscom. Is Ben around by chance? No, maybe not. That's okay. It's not uncommon for a few guys to be trying to get their kits together. If Ben is around and you can hear this, buddy, it would be great to have you up here to present you with that prize. From the Daiwa stable, 6 fish with a 30-gram difference between 9th and 8th, Richard Patterson. Patto, are you around, buddy? Yes, he is. Mate, you're moving a little bit better on that knee now than what I saw you about 30 minutes ago.
Cheers.
No, you got plenty to say, I'm sure.
That was a good day.
It was.
Plenty of legals.
Yep.
Only small ones. Lost a couple of big ones, and pretty much did completely different today. Pontoons.
Okay.
Super shallow, and just worked.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Mate, anything in that Daiwa range that's kind of stood out for you?
Today was a risky critter on a 1/30th. So completely different from yesterday, from a 1/6, 2.5 inch grub.
And super light. Okay, mate, look, I'm glad that you had the fortitude to be able to put it together, and obviously your skill set for these events continues to improve. We know that you're a very, very high-quality angler. I hope that these AOY points are going to keep creeping you towards that Australian Championships down at Cooter.
Fingers crossed.
Let's see how we go.
Fingers crossed.
Well done. Rightio, quick photo, don't run. Who thought we were doing dance lessons, Luke? Hey? Rightio. Now, I am very, very pleased to say that from New South Wales, with a total 6 fish bag at 3.43 kilos, a top 10 finish in 7th for Daniel Rappole. Come Come on up, buddy. Mates, I think we've probably continued to have a little bit of fun and I'll say jeering and just general banter coming off the back of a Woi Woi event that you were doing really, really well out there a couple of years ago and kind of tailed away at the end. I'm so pleased that you put it together today. It's great to be in that top 5. You know, coming after that day 1 finish and then leading it into day 2, you've got to make those 3 fish stick. And I bet you the first one was a relief and the third one was an even bigger relief.
Oh yeah, they were the only 3 fish that I got all day as well. So.
Well, there you go, mate. Look, it's so important. Once you stick them, you got to get them into the net.
That's it.
Now you did fish the bridge.
Yep.
Was that just a lot of crabs most of the day?
Crabs pretty much all week.
Yep.
That was it.
And if it worked for you on Saturday, you kind of figure it's going to work for you on Sunday.
Yep. I figured I could get a few off there today, and I got 3.
And you got them.
Needed, so.
Mate, look, there's plenty of other goodies in there for the rest of the sponsorship grouping, obviously including the team at Pro Lure. It's great to get some bucks back in the bank as well.
Yes.
Really appreciate you coming along to the events, Daniel. Well done, mate.
Awesome. Thank
you. All right, stay there for the quick pick. All right, well done, buddy. Great work. Rightio, we are moving into 6th. And it is important to note, in fact, that this particular angler, over the course of the weekend, was the only angler inside our top 10 that actually managed to have a 5 fish of his 6 fish limit, with about a 40-gram differential over Daniel. In 6th place at 3.47 kilos, may I please have Chris Byrne. Now, mates, we're going to have to hear a little bit more about this homemade lure of yours. It's great work. Well done, buddy. Come on in. What have you been making? Is it something that you're moulding, something that you're casting? What are you up to?
I'm going to mould it, but it's just stuff you can get from the tackle store and just combine in a weird crab-like fashion.
Okay, there you go. And it worked.
And it worked, yeah.
Is it something you sort of threw most of the weekend?
It was what I caught everything on.
Okay, there you go.
Other than a blank crank.
Okay, rightio. You spent a lot of time on the bridges.
Yes.
You just know that with that water moving through between tides, which is something that's very, very important for us and in particular Jim, the hard work that he does to make those tides work in all of these locations, it obviously does make the difference to get that tide change mid-session, right?
Yeah, well, first up was the goal time for me there.
Yep.
And then after that, everything kind of went quiet, and then I just would bounce around and find different things. But yeah.
But mate, you stuck it together in a field of 106 anglers to turn away with that result. That is no mean feat. So well done, Chris.
3 fish.
All right, mate. Awesome. Stay there. We'll grab a quick pick with you. All right. Well done, buddy. Awesome work. Rightio. Moving into our top 5. Now, when I saw this angler coming in this afternoon, I needed to make sure that I knew exactly who it was, because in some photos that we'd been through as part of our, I guess, our media content today, we saw very early in the morning and we had no idea who it was. But Brad called me over and said, have a look at that fish in the net in the photo. When I conveyed that to him this afternoon, he was over the moon. So may I please have Mohammed Faraj. Please, come on up, mate. But that fish this morning, I think we actually got a bit of a woo out of here. Mate, we kind of motored our way up and into that mist that you were chilling out in up there, up on the bridge. Come right in. It was obviously to get that monkey off your back and get that first fish into the well on any tournament day is a really,
That's why
really.
I was screaming.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like no donut, mate. But you then stuck it together with a couple of other really handy fish, I think. But the techniques were completely different, locations were completely different, and I think that says a lot about this particular system. We know it can produce, but sometimes you've got to go right. Okay, if I've got one in this format, and it's not continuing to work, I've really got to change it up and think. And I think you did that probably better than most anglers this weekend to get those 2 really handy fish.
Yeah, so I caught the first one, which you saw, and then I left the bridge. I got a bit frustrated, and I came back. I bagged another 2. And I just drifted along the pontoons, didn't find the fish, and I upgraded at the mud flats just across from there. So
Which
I wasn't
probably,
expecting that.
honestly, there's been probably 75 other anglers that have given that an absolute beating in and around that area over the weekend, and you managed to pull what was, I think, a 39 tipper out of there.
Yeah, so it's the same as the other fish.
Yep.
And then I upgraded another one from 29 to 31. So.
Mate, unreal.
Yeah.
That position overall in 5th out of a field of 106 people, mate. Give yourself a good pat on the back when you get home, mate.
Thanks,
You did a
mate.
great job, and you should now, in fact, be part of our Australian Championships with that result.
Now just got to find a way to get there, eh?
Hey, mate, if you need a hand, I'm sure we can give you a hand.
That's it.
All right, well done, Mohammed. Great work, bud. All right, great result. Great to see new faces. Well done, buddy.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Right, you got that, Jimmy? You right? All right, sensational, mate. Well done. All right, now the money continues here, and this guy might just be a little more excited than most. A very, very important part of the SA Brimmaster crew, making his way all the way over from South Australia. 6 fish at 3.89 kilos. May I please have in 4th place, Benny Gibbs. Say again? Mate, he does have the right hat.
Congratulations.
Well done, Gibbsy. Mate, I know you're pretty bloody happy about this.
Yeah, stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of miles and yeah.
It's to know that you can kind of tick that, okay, I've got a ticket to the AC. It's a big, big thing that a lot of anglers aspire to that have been doing this with us for the last sort of 14 seasons. So,
absolutely.
Mate, you're about to be part of that crew. What sort of got you the result today, mate?
Power fishing, as Cross would say.
Okay.
Yeah, slim swim with a 1/6 jig head and just slapping it into the dirt, and the fish will just come along and pick it up.
There you go.
Yeah, and I pretty much fished out the front here all weekend. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I did a big pre-fish and tried to do a lot of things, and none of them worked. So I just went back to what caught me fish on pre-fish, and yeah, stuck with it. And I'm comfortable fishing deep. I do that back home a lot, so stuck with me guns and made the right decisions, and it all happened. So
great result. You've got the results, as we say there. You're into the AC. You've got a lot still going on with the SA Brimmaster events over there to finish off that season over there, mate. You've got a busy few months ahead.
Yep.
Congratulations, well done, and we very much look forward to seeing if we don't catch you at another event on this side. We'll definitely see you at the AC, that's for sure.
Thank you. Could I just say a few thank yous?
Please, go right
I
ahead.
just want to thank Pro Lure Australia. Been with them for a few years now. Estuary Clothing Co, Trade Skills Australia, and my wife and my family. Yeah. I told the missus this year I'm having a real crack and I want to make the ACs, and I've done it, so stoked. Thank
Well
you.
done, Gibbsy. All right, nice work, buddy. Quick photo, mate. Don't run off too far just yet. There you go, champion. Well done, buddy. Nice work. Now, we are into the big money, Luke.
Yeah.
All right, from Victoria, and I am almost about to say that I don't know that we can quite knock this guy away from what is going to be an AOY result for this fella. Mate, Tony, you're absolutely killing it this year, mate. 6 fish, full limit again, 4.03 kilos. Tony Petty. Tones. Yes. Mate, well done. Really, very much mean that, buddy. What's been the big difference this season, do you think? I know you said you've had a couple of highs and lows between day ones and day twos, but when I look across that AOY list and I see 100 points, 98 points, 99 points, and then what's effectively going to be another 98 points, what's going on?
I'm not sure, just a little bit more focus, I suppose.
Yep.
Just trying to be more consistent and make smarter decisions.
Yeah. It's look, I guess if you can stick even two of those, probably 4 or 5 things together, you're giving yourself the best chance. Lure-wise, what's going on? I mean, obviously it's pretty evident.
Hurricanes, yeah.
Yep. Sprats.
Well, this comp was pretty much all blades.
Okay.
I was going to focus on the deep, so I'd been practicing at home for the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Just throwing in the deep, but I wasn't as deep as I expected, but still through blades and managed to pick up most of the fish that way.
Any particular colour that you'd be prepared to share?
Yeah, had the Nitro Axe vibe. That was the first one I used, and then today it was more the Sting.
Okay.
In a black one.
Yeah, rightio. So that sort of banana prawn type
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
like
shape
a prawn shape with the trailing hooks.
Well, look, we know a lot about the Nitro Axe down in the basin.
Yes.
I'm sure you're going to be bringing that with you when you come back down to the basin.
Oh, sure will.
And, mate, I just can't say congratulations enough. You're on an absolute steam road train at the moment. Hopefully you can do well at the Gold Coast. We'll see you at the basin at a minimum.
Yes.
And obviously we're very much seeing you at the AC.
Yes, for sure.
And in your home state.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Very, very positive.
Very good, mate.
Well done, Tones. Good work, mate. Quick photo. Of your better side. Well done, Tony Petty. All right, now this guy could not have been. Oh, Tones, quick, come back. Jim, you told me that I'd do this, and I did. We failed to mention that there is also another component, which is, of course, big brim. You absolutely smacked it out of the park at 1.4 kilos. Was it the Nitro Axe that did the job on that?
No, that was the Black Sting. First up this morning, was about second or third cast in. Just got it there. I caught it for a Dewey. I hadn't caught one all weekend. I really wanted to get one, and it just towed me around for a fair while. And then when I saw it, I sort of hit the panic button a little bit.
I might make that drag up a little bit.
Drag back a bit, and managed to get him in the net.
All right, there's another $100 for your trouble.
Nice, thank
All yours. Well done. Thanks, Tones. All right, now I thought that this bloke was genuinely about to give our day one leader some real concern, and I know that he did because he came within about 100 grams of it. Jason Marshall, please, sir, with 6 fish for a combined weight total of 4.3 kilos. Mate, you are in second place out of a field of 106 anglers. Mate, absolutely cracking result, mate.
Thank you.
Let me give you that one for starters. You can tuck that one under your arm somewhere and see if you can't put that in there. And if I do something like that...
Happy days.
Pretty handy with that, right? Mate, you've obviously had a killer weekend, but I think you've done some miles that really do justify... Like, obviously the result justifies all of that effort.
Yeah, well, I made commitment to go to the Cooks, which is about 30k return.
Yep.
So it sort of limited the fishing time, which was about 2 hours up there both days.
Yep.
But, yeah, paid off.
Mate, do the miles, get the smiles, is the saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Mate, what did the damage for you, buddy? What's,
cranker crabs and mussels.
Okay.
The Triple X Dizzy scent.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Luke was very, very succinct in saying there on the Friday talk that the scent is a very, very big part of this system at this time of year. So, mate, I'm glad that it all came together for you.
Yeah, so just like to thank Hobie and Hunter Water Sports.
Yep, absolutely.
For all the services. And
Yep. Yeah. No, mate, guaranteed. This guy seems to do a bloody good job, doesn't he?
Oh, and fishing.com.
Of course. Yep, with Adam.
Great service, yeah.
No, guaranteed, mate. Well, mate, I'm glad to have you up here on stage. I know that now means an Australian Championship spot for you. I hope you're ready because it's a bloody fun couple of days.
Always ready.
And let's hopefully you can put some of that skill set to use down there in Victoria, mate. It'd be great to see you up on the podium again.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, Jace. Rightio, mate. Congratulations. Right, don't go too far. We're going to give you a quick photo. Got it? If you didn't, John did. Rightio. Now, I reckon there was a bit of nervous Nelly for this fellow. When we saw him today, Luke, at about 10:15, absolutely nothing. But in absolutely true form, this guy knows how to grind it out. 6 fish with a combined total weight of 4.4 kilos, but 100 grams difference between second and first. Can I please have Russell Barbecue? Now, Russ.
Awesome, mate. Congrats. Cheers.
We spoke a little about sort of mental fortitude there coming off the back of Ryland's sort of chat with us. You know you've got a lead. It's not a massive lead going into day 2, and it's in a system that I guess what you saw on day 1 was certainly no real consistent trend. You're sitting in your kayak, it's 7:30, you've gotten to your spot, you're 2.5 hours later, we show up and go, hey Russ, what's going on? And it's like, well, you just leave me alone and get on. But no, look, you were super kind. You were really, really kind to sort of go through that with us. What sort of flicked the switch? Was it condition change, or did you actually go and do something completely different?
No, nothing really different. Just grounded out, really.
Yep.
Well, like I said yesterday, I pretty well made it stick. I had 5 bites in probably a 20-minute period, I think. Ryland and I were both fishing on the bridge. We're both on the same pylon. I pulled up there on pre-fish, and I had maybe 5 casts, caught 2 fish. I was like, oh, beauty, this is going to be a bag filler. So raced down there, and just straight away it didn't feel right.
Okay.
I wasn't catching fish. It was prime time. It was perfect tide. I said to Ryan, I'm just going to duck off and see what else I can find. I took off, fished a few docks. Straight away, I hooked a really big fish, pulled it out. That was on a cranker crab. It crushed the trebles. I'm like, oh, that's decent fish here. And then I went along a little bit further, and then I got a 36 fork, 27 tip, 36 fork. Went back to the bridge, and Ryan said, how'd you go? And I said, oh, not too bad. I got a good platform here, and so...
i.e. the lead.
Yeah.
Not to know, obviously, at that point.
I decided that if anywhere I was going to get a good one, it was the racks.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I pre-fished in there, and I got about a 1-4. It was a good fish. So I did a big run all the way to the back of Woolooware Bay, and I just sort of... I wasn't in there that long, but there's just no action at all. And I ended up getting like another 36 fork. So I was like, right, I'm out of here. And I pretty much didn't fish after 10:30. So I decided that I was happy with that bag, and I didn't want to hit any more structure. I just floated out in the middle and played around, and I was content with that. And then, yeah, today was just super tough. I had two good chances early on really big fish, and then, yeah, like you said, I think ended up 1 o'clock. I was sweating bullets with 126 tipper. Actually, I spoke to you. Yeah, I spoke to you, and then I don't know, maybe an hour or so after I spoke to you, something I've never thrown is a muss. The old muss.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So, I've thrown it on occasions, but I've actually never caught a fish on it. And Cal sent me some ages ago. I don't have any time to practice brim fishing anymore. So
which you did say in the chat.
You're sort of like in a comp, you don't really want to, and I know I've run out of ideas. So I put one on 3 pounds straight through, and pretty well centered it within an inch of its life, and dragged it along the bottom, and I got a 27 tip, and then a 1.1, which that was the fish. So I had the knees shaking with that one. So yeah, that's comp fishing, and that's the thrill, isn't it?
Mate, it absolutely is. There's no doubt about it. I mean, as soon as you get the opportunity to obviously get the first one out of the way, if you can get what is otherwise that kicker fish, and we keep using that terminology, kicker fish, it really does separate the overall results on any tournament, whether it's kayak fishing, boat fishing, or otherwise. And look, you've done that this weekend, I think, on both days. I mean, you obviously didn't weigh those fish in that first session, but I think when you got that 900 odd gram average, like it really knows, and you had that confidence to move forward. But mate, look, I know there's a few of the guys that did give you a little bit of nervous moments here, and there's a bit of the Georges River that are giving you a few nervous ones. Off the back of the AC last year, obviously going to have you back at the AC again. We really look forward to the calibre of angling that you bring to that. So look, hopefully Victoria can produce for you in a few months' time.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm still torn as whether I'll make it or not, but we'll
see how we go.
Yeah.
If not, there's a bunch of these other guys that are very happy to take your place just quietly.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know my wife's watching, so she was sending me photos today of kids' play equipment and trampolines, and they looked expensive. So I thought I better get to work here and pull my finger out. So
well, mate, just quietly, without being rude, I know there's a bunch of guys that would rather not have you there as well. So I mean that in the most friendly possible way.
Actually, I haven't fished for a black brim in over 10 years, so it's a great venue. I've done quite well there when I have actually been there, but we'll just have to see how the year unfolds.
No,
but
totally understand.
Yeah, I just want to thank a few people. Obviously, you guys. The number one, these comps are awesome. Like, you only got to look at the numbers.
That's right, yeah.
I've spoke to a few people, and I'll tell anyone that'll listen to come and have a go at this. It's great fun. It's a tournament without the tournament feel to me. Like, it's fun. It's and I stay with a great bunch of guys. Jimmy, the Hunter Watersports crew. Not only are they a really good quality calibre anglers amongst them, good bunch of guys. So we always make sure we make a good weekend of it, and not just a comp. The after hours is, although we're all pretty in bed pretty early these days, but we always make sure we go out to dinner somewhere nice and have a beer. And my number one sponsors from day one. That's 20 years this year. I've been with Pure Fishing, so
that's an incredible effort, mate.
Yeah, it's they've been awesome. They've done so much for me in that 20 years. Mako Eyewear and just all the guys for continually turning up and showing support and the good banner on the water.
There you go. And hopefully you're still mates with Jimmy after he watches.
He hasn't seen it yet.
We love you, Jimmy. I promise you we do. Mate, Babs, great result all over again. Good to see you backing up that quality from the AC. And look, if you do get the chance to get down there, mate, overseas, as you know, we'd love to have you there.
Also, one other thing I forgot to mention, my biggest fans from day one, my parents,
Yep.
they're actually in Norway on holidays at the moment,
there you
and
go.
they're
You did say
watching
that
it.
was
It's,
away. Ripper.
7 in the morning, I think she said. So,
No,
yeah, that's
sensational.
good.
Doesn't get much better than that. Great family.
Yeah, they haven't missed a weigh-in in about 20 years, I think. So that's awesome.
No, well done, Russ. Sensational, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Congratulations again. Well done, buddy. Quick photo there. All right, mate. Rightio, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude our weigh-in here for round 5 of Series 14 of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series. Luke, a massive thanks, obviously, to Pro Lure. We continue to say it. We absolutely mean it. Thank you very much for everything you've done for us here this weekend. And we look forward to seeing both yourself and hopefully some more anglers as part of that Pro Lure group at many, many, many more events.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, mate. Thank you very much, Luke. Appreciate your trouble. Thanks, buddy. Rightio, that will conclude our weigh-in here. I very, very much appreciate everybody's time and taking the chance to be here with us. So we look forward to seeing everybody next at the Gold Coast, which will be round 6, which will be our Tackle Tactics or TT fishing round. We look forward to getting up there in some brilliant sunshine and a great environment. So ladies and gentlemen, signing off here from the Georges River, round 5 of Series 14 of the Hobie Kayak Fishing Series. Thanks, everyone.